Break up with your pro-choice boyfriend. If your boyfriend pro-choice, he sucks. If I could give you one piece of advice, it'd be to break up with your pro-choice boyfriend. Recently, a girl asked me for advice because her boyfriend is pro-choice and she is pro-life. And so I wanted to share what my advice would be. Break up with him. That's it. If I could give you one piece of advice, don't date pro-choice people. I think that's enough. You've never had an abortion, have you? This was an article published by Vogue, which we hate, and it describes the experience of a woman thinking back to a relationship that she had where she found out that her boyfriend was maybe not as pro-choice as she thought he was. How she didn't know this, I don't know. She says that they were in a long-term relationship, whatever that means, dating for several years, and they find themselves in a Manhattan restaurant in a busy environment, and all of a sudden he asks her the question, well, you've never had an abortion, have you? And she's shocked. She refuses to answer. She changes the conversation. They ended up breaking up a year or so later, which is insane to me. You find out that, whatever, we'll get there. Okay. They realize that they are not completely on the same page and they have a conversation and she's just in shock that how does she not know this person? Well, here's how you avoid this. The pro-life issue should be one of the first conversations you have with somebody that you may be interested in dating so that you don't find yourself years down the road realizing that the person that you are with may have a very, very, very different moral opinion than you. You never want to find yourself in that position. They were talking and he said that he's politically pro-choice, but personally he may feel a little bit different, where she's saying you can't separate the two. You're politically and personally have to be all in when it comes to this issue. I personally agree with that. You should vote the way that you are convicted to vote. However, she's absolutely appalled that her boyfriend may not just completely believe in absolutely no restrictions for ending the life of an innocent human being. Crazy, right? Unbelievable. So here's my advice. First of all, this should be one of the first conversations you have with somebody that you are interested in pursuing or dating or marrying or having a relationship with. Do not wait years down the road before you have this conversation because it tells you a lot about a human being. Second of all, my second piece of advice, just don't date people who are pro-choice. That is a deal breaker. Sorry. I don't care how great of a guy you are, you or a girl. If you are pro-choice, you should not be dating those people. Not only because you should be with people who believe the same things as you, for you to build a ministry, for you to be on the same page, to be equally yoked, but think about the implications of it. If you are a young Christian man and you find yourself in a relationship and you have sex and you get your girlfriend pregnant, is she gonna go off and have an abortion and you're gonna have absolutely no say in whether or not your child lives or dies? That's a very important thing to think about. And the same end, if you are a young woman, you have sex with your boyfriend who told you that he loved you and he'll be there for you, and then all of a sudden he's saying, well, I believe in a woman's right to choose, and in this situation I really think that you need to have an abortion, and if you don't, I'm gonna break up with you. You don't want to find yourself in that position. Pro-choice men are weak and manipulative, and oftentimes will use that as a tool of abuse or manipulation against you. And so it is not only important because you want to be on the same page morally and politically, but you want to make sure that the person you are with values human life, respects human life, and more importantly, fights for human life. And so I am telling you, not only do not date a pro-choice person, do not date a wimpy pro-life person who refuses to say that abortion is wrong because they're too nervous about ruffling feathers. When it comes to this issue, we need bold people, okay? And if they are unwilling to do that, it is a red flag and you should break up with them. And that's all I have to say.